Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures?
Uh-oh.
Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Yes.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
He's gonna miss something. I know how this goes. I did enjoy that. I did enjoy having to select what I wanted Henry to say. Very fun. Very nice. Wonderful, even.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we won't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
After here.
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
Oh.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry,
from Skalitz.
Ooh, alright. What is my playstyle? Soldier, advisor, scout. Very nice. Not scout. Actually, I do like to do that one. Let's see here. Likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and wear a strong suit of armor. He is also infamous for his short temper. Yes. That's me. Advisor. Prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and kind word. I'd like to do that one. And then Scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently. No. Choosing a playstyle will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. We're going Advisor because I prefer that one. I want to talk my way out of most problems, because combat in the last game was very difficult. If I get away from that, I'll be happy.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Ooh, alright. Persuasion. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. Period there. In dialogues, you will have the choice of some of the options below that define how you react, but beware. Persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Speech, you try to handle the situation peacefully and without conflict. Charisma, you make use of your noble appearance and good reputation. Might, you try to come across as a hero and protector of the weak. Oh, I see. Okay, so speech and coercion. Very nice. You say anything to get your way, even using lies and manipulation. Domination. You make it clear to the other person that you're superior to them. Dread. When reasoning doesn't work, threats might. Yes, very nice. Cool. The persuasion skill is influenced by your other stats and skills. You can find detailed descriptions in your inventory under the player tab. Many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options of how to react, but be warned that the other party won't always believe you. Okay, I see. Persuasion is not about picking the highest number, it's about who you're talking to, what you look like, what your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. Very nice. By choosing speech, you'll try to resolve your situation using your diplomatic skills, or try appealing to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and offer your martial skills and strength. Okay.
We want to negotiate an alliance. We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down. So we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy, or you'll pass to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you were a scribe? Or are you trying to tell me you're a knight and a scribe? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
See, the way I read that didn't sound the way that Henry said it. All right.
Sorry about the cold reception. We must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Well, since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. I mean, the pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
All right. Game saved. Easy Riders. Find out from Sir Hans what the plan is. All right, dog, stop it.
Henry! Whistle at that mutt of yours to stop barking!
View detailed hint. Your dog. Basics. Okay. Your dog's name is Mutt. Interesting. If you take good care of him, he'll obey you. If he help you while hunting, tracking, even in combat. You can find information about your dog in the player card under the Companions tab. The most important thing is Mutt's obedience level. A higher level means he's stronger, better at fighting, and more determined to help you. With low obedience level, Mutt's strength and determination will decrease and he may ignore some commands. If obedience drops to 0, he'll run away. You have to wait until he comes back on his own. I don't like that. You can increase your Mutt's obedience by praising him, feeding him, and generally paying attention to him. It will decrease if he is hit in battle or if you don't feed him for a while. Okay, hold X to call Mutt to heal. By holding X, Mutt will attack the person you are looking at, providing you have your weapon drawn. You're in combat or in a crouch. Okay. In addition to the basic commands, Mutt can also handle more complex actions and commands. Holding left Alt, I'm going to forget all this, while looking at Mutt will open a menu of other actions and commands. Next action, feed. Pick a food item from your inventory you want to feed him. Commands track. Select an item with a scent in your inventory and Mutt will track it. Send home. You'll send Mutt away. He'll be waiting for you at the Zhelov Tavern or the Devil's Den. Behavior. Free. Mutt will move around you in a larger circle to help you in combat when necessary. Heal. Mutt will stick close to you and wait for your commands. He won't fight unless you command him to. And stay. Mutt will stay in place until you call him back. Okay.
Come here! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Hello, dog.
Well,
Good boy.
hoorah!
Good
Peace
boy.
at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Feed.
Look what I have for you.
I've got nothing. I have no food. I don't have food. Hold on. That is Nicholas Rate. Hello.
How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Rattay?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, For an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible. And sensible too, when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Berghoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
That's right. And also, we're coming with an offer of alliance. I can't imagine what could happen for them not to receive us.
Not much chance of that.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of it for you. The only thing that bothers me is them cliffs and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
Alright. Oats.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oaks. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I must get the sausage.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Ha ha.
Very funny.
Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No. Watch that tankard. You play dice with him, you'll lose your brace. Watch that tankard. You play dice with him, you'll lose your brace.
Hey.
Henry, better not keep Sir Hans waiting. It'll be dark soon.
It might be, but I want to play dice because I have a dog to feed.
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no noble manners. Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
Maybe in the end, Lord Capon and von Berghoff will arrive at some agreement.
Aye, maybe. We'll see.
Have you ever been in these parts before?
No, but I know there's a village called Troskowitz at the foot of the castle, and there's a tavern there. Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses nicely on the locals. I got the dice ready for it. If Sir Hans gives us a bit of free time, like. I must remind him.
Where did you get the table from?
From that cave behind me. It was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the ground.
Okay.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
I don't like that. Alright, dice, basic rules. If you're interested in gambling, you can find a game of dice in any respectable tavern. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember some of this. Choosing dice. If you have any dice in your inventory, you can choose to use them before starting the game. Most dice have special properties that you can read about in their descriptions. These allow you to use special techniques to improve your luck.